Hello everyone, good evening, and I immediately need to hide my screen because this is how it goes. Oh man. Hope everyone is having a good night tonight. I am feeling extremely happy today. It's been a good day, a good week for sure. Hope everyone else is also having a good night. I have some really bad news. I have been deranked in my own clan. Killer has demoted me to Iron rank. So I am now like second to lowest in the clan, or third to lowest. So that's the thing that happened. Hey Gingerbeard, good to see ya. Hope you're doing good tonight. I'm gonna butcher your name, but Durisnern. Good to see you as well. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Hope you are as well. Talvery? Killer? Did you say Talvery? I don't know what that word you're saying is. I only know Talvery. Oh man, I can't believe you demoted me in my own clan. That is like literally so funny. That has made my entire night. Hey Jonathan, good to see ya. Thanks for joining the stream. So tonight and every last Thursday of the month that I'm not otherwise busy, we do trivia. Basically, I'll be showing some poll questions on screen, and you can participate by voting on the polls. If you get the right answer, I'll track you down as a point, and then the person with the most points at the end will win a cash prize. Pretty much that simple. We'll be starting in around 30 minutes. Until then, we'll just be hanging out, and of course, I'll just be working on Time Traveler in the background. Not the most exciting content, because it's a woodcutting content, and I can't even do things like pick up birds' nests. But it's a good time to ask any questions about the game mode, too, if you have them. Hey, No Remorse, good to see you. It is coming along extremely well, considering the massive amount of woodcutting I've had to do, honestly. I'm up to 77 already, which is pretty good. It helps that it's, like, so easy to do just, like, passively, basically. Like, it takes so little of my focus away. I can work on my other account, or edit videos, or basically do any work I want alongside. So it's been going pretty well. I'm already like 80 plus hours into this content, and I'm probably only about halfway there. So, but it also feels pretty good to be halfway, honestly. Hey Shaman, good to see you tonight. Woodcut content is the best content. If you did want to come hang out, I'm at the Sears Village Church U's in World 370. We see if we can make these agility runners try to guess what's going on over here. No, sir, no, I didn't let the pet go. I just got deranked for starting a trivia stream, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure why you deranked me, Killer. Maybe you can enlighten me. I just think it's so funny. I looked over and I was Iron Rank. Okay, this is so funny. Here's another person who is woodcutting at these U's. They have like a mythical cape. I think that's a mythical cape. But they're like level 123 and they're chopping these U's. Of all the U's in the entire game, there are U's that are far closer to banks. And they're much more closely planted, I guess. It's just, I don't know, the nostalgia. I have seen so many people woodcutting here. It's kind of ridiculous. I know what I did. It's because I went live with an intro, right? So I gave you the notification 5 minutes early. That's the whole point, though. That's the whole point, Killer. You give the notification 5 minutes early so people have a chance to join. So you don't just go live. That's the whole point. But honestly, there's been so many people. I've even had to world hop a couple times because there's been like 2 or 3 people chopping these specific U's. And the weird part is, I have to, so I literally figured this out today. I actually have to bank these U's in the Catherby Bank because the Sears Village Bank didn't exist. And I didn't know this for the first like 2,000 U's. But it's ridiculous because the like 7 U trees that are over there are always empty. But there's like, tends to be 1 or 2 people chopping these U's in particular. It's so strange to me. Nostalgia is greater than efficiency? Absolutely. This is probably the most nostalgic place to chop U's, because honestly, who chopped U's over by Catherby? I mean, the point is everyone did, but if you went there, you were going to have a bad time, because there was literally going to be 20 people in every world. Over here, you were maybe likely or lucky to see maybe like 5 or 6. But to be fair, basically every yew tree in the game was completely busy back then because that's all anyone ever knew how to do to make money. I am using a mithril axe, by the way. So it's not going very fast, but it is going. The only bad thing is I figured that I was going to get around 120 use per hour, and I'm really only getting around 80 to 90, so that's kind of sucked. Unfortunately. It's going to take a lot longer than I anticipated. Wait, I've been deranked for 4 hours? What did I do? What did I do 4 hours ago? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. By the way, hi, Sicarilium. I didn't say hi. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. The woodcutting goal is basically to get 8.3k ewes in the bank so that I can fletch them and string them to get up to 80 fletching. The primary goal is fletching, though. And the reason I'm getting 80 fletching is obviously I want to get an MSB for this month. Best in slot. I did willows up to 70, though, for a little bit more speed. I skipped over maples because it didn't seem worth it to me. Ah, okay. This is still about the Talry thing. Got it. The first word, I don't know. This one's Talry. This one, I don't know what this word is. Everyone keeps saying it, but I don't know what it is. Hey, Jarnulfer, good to see you in game. No use for me. Sad face. Oh, that's not the face I wanted. So yeah, we're chopping a lot of ewes. It's a lot. It's actually kind of funny because I was actually reminiscing the other day on Bodhi's OSRS one-man army series. I don't know if any of you have seen that because it's like 5 years old at this point. But it's effectively the series that launched Ironman mode. There were other self-sufficient series at the time, but that was the one that really took off and kind of made Ironman mode its thing. And Bodhi actually starts that series by doing like an 8k U to U long cash grind. It's actually kind of silly. He actually chops like 8k U's, spins the bowstrings, crafts the natures, and elks them all. And it's like a 250 hour grind. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing like the same thing. I know, I'm bronze now. I'm bronze in my own clan. He's gonna ban me from the clan eventually. Oh man. Oh, does anyone want a beekeeper outfit piece? Not me. I don't. Bye. A clue nest I can't even pick up either. The bad thing about this grind too is I'm literally going to... I've destroyed my like bird's nest muscle memory, or I guess like ear memory. Like the sound of a bird's nest dropping on the ground means nothing to me anymore because I've completely forgotten. Like I basically blocked it out of my mind because there's no reason to pick them up. For a little while, I was picking them up and checking the seeds just to see if they were worth anything so I could drop them over for bond money, but after like 20 nests, I gave up because I got basically nothing in seeds. It just didn't seem worth it anymore. Another interesting aspect is there are actually very few yew trees in the game in RuneScape Classic. There's only like, I think it's like 12 in the whole game, and 6 of them are in the Gnome Stronghold. And for places where there's more than one in a location, it's basically here in the Gnome Stronghold. And I don't have the Gnome Stronghold, so unfortunately I can't go there. So I would basically be forced to use one tree or chop here. That's why I'm chopping here. I initially didn't think it would be too bad because I thought I could go bank at Sears, which is right there. But as I've said, I learned today that I cannot do that. So I will be, I have to go all the way to Catherby to bank. Though I don't know if I don't know if any of those single yew trees are any closer to banks either. Nice pet, yeah. It's actually kind of funny. Funny story about that. This one isn't mine, but, you know, funny story. Nothing more to say about that. I don't even know what this is. Like, how do you get this? It doesn't exist for me. That's for sure. Also, can anyone tell me how these people are moving like twice as fast as I normally can? I have no idea how people are doing this, and I feel like I'm missing a huge part of the game. Like, look how fast they can go. I have to go so slow. It's way too slow. Like, how do I do this? Yeah, it must be some kind of spell. Seriously. Like, I don't know. I haven't got my magic level up high enough to try out some of these later spells, but I mean, like, you know, maybe it's like an air surge, a wind surge, makes you run fast for a little while. Like Avatar or something. That'd be pretty great. Hey, it's Balmora. That is a swanky fashionscape. I like it. That is really cool. I really like that purple glowing armor or whatever, like invisible armor. It looks really cool. It actually looks really cool. So yeah, here's the flax field too. So like, I'm going to be stuck in this area for like another 90 hours. I don't even know when this is going to be finished. I've already been at it for... Has it been 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I can't remember. It's got to be 3 weeks. I haven't done 90 hours of progress in 2 weeks. That would be ridiculous. Even for me, squeezing every literal minute I can out of this grind. I can cast High Elk Killer. That actually came out with the initial Magic expansion in May of 2001. The problem is I still don't have access to purchase any nature runes, so it doesn't make sense to me to do it a lot. But when I have them, I do High Elk as much as possible. So right now we're up to 2,600. Not too bad. That's getting close to 30%. It's honestly so chill. It helps when you only chop 3 full inventories an hour. Yeah, I could cut out the trip to Catherby by elking them on the way, but yeah, the problem is I don't have a good source of nature runes. My options for nature runes are basically kill monsters, or I can convert laws into 3.5 times as many natures in the wilderness. Once I get the magic guild unlocked, I'll be golden for natures, but until then they're going to be pretty scarce. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be banking all of these yew longbows. I'll sell or elk them in small quantities as I need the cash, but I'm hoping I'll be able to elk most of them with natures. Once I can buy natures, I can basically sit at the magic shop and elk them all for profit. So, hey, good to see you, Rauta. Rauta. Appreciate the love in game. Can never tell when people are in stream or if they're just noticing me in game. Because people do notice me just walking around the game sometimes. Catches me off guard. Like actually in game, in person, not even just a DM, basically. So we got about 15 more minutes and then we'll start trivia. It's pretty simple to enter. All you have to do is just answer questions, and I'll track your score. It works for now because I can actually keep track of like a small number of participants. Once we get more people, we'll have to find a better option for scoring. But for now, it works. By the way, let me know if the music sounds okay. It seems a little quiet to me, but I can never quite tell because I'm always fiddling with my own audio settings in my earphones. Feel like it might be able to go up a bit. Got the good old OSRS beats going on in the background. Yeah, a bit quiet. I thought so. Let's turn it up a bit. I have active feedback in my mic, so I'm always playing with it, so I get the right level of feedback into my own earphones. Hopefully that sounds a little better. Internet died as soon as you got there. Oh, you're back now. That is actually so sick. I love your outfit. Where do you even get that armor? Is it buyable on the GE? Or do you have to earn it somewhere? I forgot where you get that. It's fitting for this graveyard, though. This is the Halloween stream, you're right. Would be a good time to show off any spooky costumes you have. I don't have any, unfortunately. Though I am going to do the Halloween event on this account. So I still need to do that. That's one exception I'm taking, because I want the Halloween masks, because at the end of 2002, Halloween masks are released. I have a sad child. I will be back ASAP. Sorry about this. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. It's the corrupted armor. It's the free-to-play version of Clue Hunter. Oh, got it. Okay. That's right. You gotta grab it. Sorry about my chair. It's so loud. There we go. I fixed it. I should grab that at some point. Now you're an egg. Awesome. Ooh, nice. Killer's putting up 1 mil for the best spooky costume. Post all screenshots in the event Discord. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a link to that in the stream description if you would like to check it out and or join. There's Jarn Ulfer in the game. That's a pretty spooky outfit. Oh my god, my phone. What is even going on tonight? There we go. Oh, Killer, you know what that was. Okay. Yes, yes, thank you. Let's report the clan event of the week as long as we're on the subject of the Discord. So if you are in the Discord and you are in the clan, you can participate in a Skill of the Week event, which is hosted by Killer. And our last week's event was actually a fletching event. And we had someone in the clan get a 99, and that's Immortal. Gained 7.3 million fletching experience in 1 week, which is just absolutely ridiculous to me. That's so much experience. And then second was Nikolai with 2.51, and then third was Trainee J with 600k. Not bad. I don't think Immortal is here, unfortunately, so. And the music is broken. Wonderful. Things are going great tonight. For some reason, YouTube playlists just don't work for me. I think they work better if I have the shuffle off. Or not. Gosh, this is horrible. Let me just grab a big music playlist here. This is not working. Yeah, YouTube just completely breaks on me when I go to stream. It's really weird. It just goes unresponsive constantly. It's so strange. Mombor is the famous streamer. Too low level to be a streamer. Oh, dang it. What level do you have to be a streamer? Hey Curtis, good to see ya. It's going good. I need to fix the music though, so I apologize for the quietness. All right, this is completely broken. I wonder if it's because I have this preview up here. Can I close this? I don't think I can. Let's try this again. Oh no, not ads. Don't give me an ad. I have YouTube Premium. What the heck? Very strange. We gotta go on though. That's weird. Hey, just Nero. Good to see you. Hope you're doing pretty good tonight. Welcome to the stream. Chop chop. That's right. I love you too, Yarn. Oh, another good outfit. I see. That's mostly just a variation on what you had before. That's really cool though. Yeah, Killer is doing a 1 million cash prize costume prize event. So if you come up on stream and show off your best spooky costume for Halloween, you could win 1 million from Killer. I'm letting him host that though. So he's also judge and jury and executioner. Losers will be eliminated. Bonus points if you can somehow cosplay a Squid Game soldier in-game. I don't even know if you could pull that off, though. There's not anything pink enough. Previous was vampire. This one is elf. Oh, got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I get it. That's pretty cool. I like it, though. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's right. Post in Discord, too. Link is in the description below to make it easier for Killer to judge. That makes the most sense. Thank you for reminding me. So you know how every 1 out of 100 bird's nest that you get, like when you get a bird's nest rather, there's a 1 out of 100 chance to get to play the armadillo crossbow special attack sound rather than the bird's nest sound? That has literally happened to me like 4 times today. It's so annoying. A bird's nest? I don't know what a bird's nest is. They don't exist. But it's been so irritating. It is just so much louder than the other sound. And I usually keep this a little high, like something like this, so that I can actually hear when the tree drops. So it's just like, yep. Yeah, 1 out of 100, I think, Belmore. I could be wrong. I never... I'm never 100% sure. But I think it's 1 out of 100 anyway. It is so startling when it happens, though. It's ridiculous. It does seem a lot more common. I think that the problem is bird's nests are a lot more common than you would think. Just judging by my rough estimates, I think I'm getting like 4 to 6 an hour. So I've been woodcutting for almost 100 hours, and that easily would work up to like 5 or 6 chances at it happening. Go figure. One thing I'm above drop rate on is the frickin' sound effect for the bird's nest falling out of the thing. Why do you want to be? That's great. I love it. Shoot. I was chopping here because the U's were empty. Did anyone used to do that back in the day? I used to woodcut on PvP Worlds like way back in 2008 because there was never anyone there. And if someone came to kill you, it was fine because you were only risking it. Like, you weren't risking anything but the logs you chopped. Because you just have an axe on you, that's it. You couldn't build EP, though. If you remember back then, there was EP, earning potential, unless you were risking. So people would kill you a lot because they thought you were building EP. Alright, so we're about 5 minutes out from starting trivia. Basically what's going to happen is there's going to be some questions. They'll show up on stream and also in chat. You can vote on the answers just like any other poll in chat by doing !A, B, and so on. I will track your correct answers on my piece of paper here, and ranks 1, 2, and 3 for the most points will get cash prizes at the very end. Which are 2 million for first place, 1 million for second, and 500k for third. So it should be pretty good. And also the music broke again. Okay. This is not working. Man, I was really feeling some OSRS beats. I'm going to have to download all the music to get it to work. For some reason, I cannot stream YouTube music while I'm... Oh, you know what I can do? I can probably pull this up in Firefox. Yeah. Let's do that. I have other browsers that exist. For some reason, Chrome just does not play YouTube videos for me very well while I'm streaming. It's so weird. Just don't play any ads. Yeah, it's playing ads. It's playing me an old school RuneScape ad. Let me sign in real quick here. Ooh, we got a spooky outfit here. There's Immortal in game. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I love it. That's great. By the way, Immortal not only got 99 fletching in the most recent skill of the week, we also had a boss kill event. He killed 2 krills and got the pet. So, that happened. Can't type my password. There we go. Let me 2-step real quick. My 2-step never works. Let's go bank these logs. This is the most quiet stream in the world. For some reason, my 2-step authentication doesn't work on my new phone. I got a Google Pixel, and I just can't get it to show up ever. It's so annoying. Delaying trivia, of course, makes sense, right? Where's this option? There it is. Could also just get an ad blocker on Firefox. That should work. Okay, great. We fixed it, everyone. Good job. Got it done. Sorry for the delay. Hey, Michael AB, good to see you. Thanks for jumping into the stream tonight. Hope you're doing good. I am doing wonderful. I'm having a great night, actually. It's been so chill. You can buy a house if you win. Wait, you don't have a house in game? Shaman? VPN doesn't want to play nice with the stream? Or with RuneScape? Oh, that's right, because you keep dropping off of RuneScape. That's frustrating. For some reason, my VPN doesn't let me download RuneLite. Like, whenever you boot RuneLite, it checks for updates. It doesn't let that step happen. So I have to disable it when I boot up RuneLite, but then I can re-enable it before I log into game, and it's fine. It's very strange, and I don't know why, and the workaround is easy enough that I don't want to look into fixing it. All right, so we're going to get started on trivia again. The questions will appear on stream and on chat. You can vote on questions by doing, like, vote A. I'll put an example. Or, you know, B, C, or D. I'll track your correct answers locally on my paper here. And, yeah, top 3 will win some prizes. So anyone can join in at any point. Obviously, you get an advantage from being here from the start. So, should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and get this started. And I hope my new setup works, because I haven't tested it yet. So, I do have the poll window enabled. There we go. Okay, cool. It's not starting my poll. Something went wrong. Wonderful. Did it log me out? There we go. It's not showing up. Why isn't it showing up? On stream, it's not showing up. All right, I gotta figure this out. Live testing of the poll, of course. Yeah, poll type is CloudBot. There it goes. That was weird. The URL changed for some reason. There we go. Okay, so the first question is, how many types of birds can you hunt? 3, 5, 10, or 16? So in the hunter skill, there's a total number of birds that are actually huntable, and you can catch them with traps. So how many different kinds of birds are there? Vote V, final answer. Vote W, even more final. Yeah, okay, so yeah, make sure you get your actual vote in before the time expires, because the poll will not take any more input after the 3 minutes. And I will note down these correct answers. Oh, and also, by the way, if you do this, if you do play the game and you look at the answers up on the wiki, no one will know, and I will be sad. So don't do it. There is no way for us to vet that, though, unfortunately. So it's totally the honor system, but it will make me very sad. And there's also a total of 25 questions. So even if you get a couple wrong, you'll have a chance. A chinchompa? Is a chinchompa a bird? I'm going to say no. Snack Demon giving me the smackdown in game. I'll show you when the poll ends. All right. The votes are all coming in. The poll has ended. I'm just noting down these things here. Got quite a few people playing tonight, which is great. Hello to everyone who I haven't said hello to. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. There's a lot of you I see. Appreciate you joining for some trivia. Yeah, also you can vote multiple times, but obviously I'll just take the first one. So, yeah, Snack Demon gave us the crap in the game. I love it. Hey, Arizona, good to see you, Enchant. Does the bird catching count? The bird catching. I'm not sure what that is. But the answer is 5. There are 5 birds, and let me get the explanation. This question was made by a volunteer, by the way. I forget what their name is in Discord, in-game, but in Discord they're logout. There's Copper Longtail, Cerulean Twitch, Crimson Swift, Golden Warbler, and Tropical Wagtail. 5 different kinds of birds. You can hunt them with melee too. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so good. It seems like a lot of people got the answer right. Let me make sure I have everyone here. And even the people who got it wrong. Ducks, you cannot hunt ducks. You can hunt the Herod-pent, yeah. This was only birds that you can catch with a bird snare, basically. I should have been even more specific than what I said. Seagulls and ducks in Cree, yeah. Well, since we're on the topic, let's move on to the very next question. Also, can we get rid of this song? I don't like this song. Okay. I mean, it's a fine song. It's just not. It's not for right. It's Christmas. I don't like playing Christmas songs when it's not Christmas. Okay, how do I start the next one? Okay, complete. Okay. Yes, since we're on the subject, how many types of birds can you slay? 9, 12, 13, or 20? So this is the total number of birds in game that you can actually slay. And actually, yeah. Yeah, so basically the total number of attackable NPCs that are birds in game. Confusing the falconry with real falconry. Yeah, that makes sense. Exactly. And what was the answer to this one? I forgot. Okay. Do you count different birds if they have the same name but different combat level? Let me see the list. No. They're all counted as 1 if they have the same name. Superiors count? Yes? I think? I don't know what superiors you're talking about, though. I might have missed one. I would say. We might throw this one out if it's wrong, but I think it's right. This is based on modern game, Bumbaloo. So all of these NPCs are in the game currently. Chompies and those fat chompies counted? That's a good question. You'll have to answer that yourself. If that makes sense that it's a bird, you should throw that in. Vorkath is basically a bird. Are all dragons birds then, Curtis? I don't think so. Yeah, basically this is what counts as a bird slayer task. That's a good way to put it, Velmora. Dragons don't count as a bird. Yeah, this is these are all NPCs that you can kill to get a Slayer task progressed if your Slayer task is birds. In Canada, we have Vorks flying around. I don't know. Like, that's funny to me, but I don't know why. I don't know why that's funny because it's Canada. It's just the idea of Vorkast flying around is funny to me. Best guess foo activate. Right. Sometimes the random answer is the right answer. The thing about trivia is no one will ever know all of the answers. There's a technique that you can use to try to get a best guess every time, though. Cockatrice in its superior version. Smart. Yeah, cockatrice are like a lizard thing, though. All right. So the correct answer was 13, which was C. Make sure I got everyone here. I think I did. Yep, okay. The full list being duck, chicken, undead chicken, rooster, seagull, penguin, Entrana firebird, And then there's the generic bird that's on Ape Atoll at the Nature Altar and on Crash Island. Chompy, Terror Bird, Mounted Terror Bird, Vulture, Umli, and Baby Rock in My Arms Big Adventure, which you can only fight once. 13 total. Yeah, Shaman, you got it. That was pretty good. The Canadian geese are actually called cobra chickens. Interesting. All right. Yeah, cockatrice don't count because 1, they're their own slayer task, and 2, they're like a lizard bird. Like a lizard bird hybrid. So they're not birds, technically. All right, good job, everyone. Let's move on to the next question. What does the fox say? What is the examine text for a fox? Foxy. Ring ding 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 a ding a ring. A common woods fox? Or must be hunting? Canadian geese are cobra chickens? Canadian geese are cobra chickens. Huh. That is so strange to me. Canadian geese are cobra chickens. What is the context there? I'm so confused. Oh, we have a pretty big swarm going to D. A few for C and 1 for A as well. They hiss. Ah, bingo. That's right. I should have known that. Canadian geese are all over the place where I live too. It's kind of funny, actually. They're so messy though. I don't like them. They are very hostile. Absolutely. Well, I think mostly because when they're landed, they usually have young around, and they don't tolerate anyone messing with their young, obviously. I mean, that makes sense, though. I used to like to feed them bread, though, and then I found out that bread kills them, and I don't know if that turns that into a negative memory or a positive memory. People are too afraid of them. Also, I think I may have banked at the Sears Bank once on stream by accident. I still need to get rid of the muscle memory of banking there because I banked 2,000 U's there before I realized that it doesn't exist. Unfortunately. We have 150 pounds of them. But the question is, Killer, would you rather fight 1 human-sized goose or 100 goose-sized humans? That's the question. I think I would take the human-sized goose because the humans are too smart. Much prefer the the human-sized goose. Easy win, yeah. Exactly. That's so interesting that bread is not stable for anything than a human or a pig, Valmora. I feel like people only just recently realized that too. Goose has them claws. Huh. But humans have claws too. And a goose isn't that small, so these are still like 10-inch to like 15-inch tall humans. So they can get into trouble. And there's 100 of them. It's not like they're mouse-sized. If they were mouse-sized, I might fight the humans. Alright, good job everyone. The correct answer on that one was actually A. The examine text of the fox is foxy. I'm surprised no one voted for B because that's the actual lyrics from the meme song. Everyone went for D though, which means I probably made a good fake examine. Alright, in line with foxes. What is the fox's unique drop? Is it foxhide, fox bones, snakeweed, or copper's crimson collar? That was weird. That song just stopped playing. So the fox has a unique drop. And which one is it? Wow, we're spread all over the board on this one. That's interesting. Oh, there seems to be a consensus forming, though, so I think we're okay. That's honestly the best solution, Super Jacob. Just go with your gut. If you have a strong feeling, go for it. You're very unlikely to feel 100% confident about any answer on any question. That's another thing I learned from trivia. It's a good technique, honestly. I like how we got the spread and then it immediately all funneled into D. It's one of the only problems about showing the answers publicly, but I also kind of like it. I think it makes it fun. The really interesting thing about this question is I didn't even know this content existed. Right, exactly. Me too, Valmora. It's actually funny. It's like super obscure content, but it's not that old. It's very interesting. All right, closing down the poll. The correct answer was D. The fox has a unique drop of the Copper's Crimson Collar, but you can only get it when Veos asks you to go get his fox's collar as a task. So if you didn't know, Veos actually has a task system where you can get a task from him and get small rewards. It's a lot like the Wise Old Men task system in Draenor, but it exists in Zaya, and it's not that old, and that's a thing that exists. I don't think you can get anything particularly useful for it, but that's a task he asks you. Basically go kill a fox, and you get the collar and bring it back to him. So that was new for me to learn. All right. Yeah, I think we have a couple more of the volunteer questions before they get to mine. I think we got 4 more. This is an interesting one. What is Karem Thulu? Is it the official name of the Kraken pet? Is it squid used to make unsanitary swill? Is it an octopus commonly used as a combo food? Or is it a fish caught during drift net fishing? What is a Karem Thulu? Bonus points if you even knew this existed in game. Because it's another one that I did not. Seems like there is a little bit of a consensus forming, which is great. Wow. Yeah, bonus points if you can tell me where you get a Karem Thulu from. Yeah, actually, no actual bonus points, but you can get bragging rights, I guess. You've never made swole out of a squid before, have you? No, I can't say I have, honestly. Remember from a quest? Zaya? Ah, okay. These are good ideas, but which one is it? We still have like a minute left, so I don't want to spoil it. Just a guess. Honestly, not a bad guess. That does seem like something that would be on Zaya. Because Zaya has a lot of, like, stuff that's in a totally different direction from the mainland. Which kind of makes sense. Alright. So, everyone was correct. Except for one, I guess. It is a squid used to make unsanitary swill, and that's in the Rum Deal quest. So Shaman got that right. It's very weird because there's a stage of the quest where you have to add a particular fish to it. It's like a slug, I think. But you also have a very small chance of catching one of these Karmthulus instead. And it works just the same, so it's very pointless, but it still exists for some reason. It's weird, and you can't catch them after the quest either. So it's just like, it's almost like it's a artifact of some content that was cut from the quest or something. Because you could just fish slugs. It's weird. Kingdom of Varlamore? What's that? Is that going to be the Desert Kingdom? Yeah, you did. Good job, Shaman. Quest Cape represent? Yep. I actually just did Rum Deal. That's where I learned about it too. I didn't catch one when I did it, but I was like, oh my gosh, you could catch one of these? It's entirely weird, entirely pointless. It's not normal in the quest. It's like a 1 in 50. High enough that I'm sure a lot of people caught at least one, but new Zaya place that was at war with Korand. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done Kingdom Divided yet, so I'll be interested to see. Oh, Charles, that's a good idea. I should see if I can get a points command set up. But as of right now, it's manual. I will tell you that on my list, I have you at 2 points right now. Killer, I've got you at 2 as well. Of course, I could be wrong. And if you have a dispute, let me know. If you're tracking it locally. I definitely am not amazing at tracking these. Okay, here's will be a fun one if you've watched a stream 2 weeks ago. You'll know this if you paid attention to previous streams. In which city is the thingamajig? Is it in Prifddinas, Varrock, Dorgish Khan, or Keldagrim? Your hint is that it's a scenery object. We found it on the wiki while we were doing the wiki game. But what city is it in? This one got me stumped, yeah. It's a tough one. It's more or less a freebie for people who watch the wiki game stream. It was a lot of fun though. It's a very obscure item for sure. Hey, Killer, you watched the wiki stream, right? Did you? Or maybe you missed that one. I can't remember. I thought you were there. Is my autoplay broken? It feels like it's broken. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You were on mobile for that stream. Oh, the BB Hardcore GIM in the background. You can't see it because the pull window's in the way. But it's so cute. There were literally so many people that were woodcutting and fire making around here when I started the woodcut grind, because it was right when GIM released. It was like perfect timing. And now there's just a few baby GIMs that are still training their fire making to 50 around here. Not too many. I feel like you asked because I was wrong. Well, I only take your first vote anyway, so you can't change your vote. Unless you really asked nicely, then I can change it. The world was on fire. It literally was. There were so many people. I had to hop worlds a lot for those willow trees, too. I was like, what the heck? Who even talks or even uses these willow trees here? I almost said talks to these willow trees. Like, what? Alright. The correct answer is indeed Dorgish Khan. So 5 people got it right, 5 wrong. Don't blame me, though. It's really obscure. It's a machine that's used by Oldek in Dorgish Khan. So it just exists in his lab, I guess. It's like you can only examine it. I don't think it actually does anything. But someone found that, and we navigated our way from like a really obscure monster or something to that, and it took like 7 clicks, so it was one of the hardest things to find. You're right, Curtis. Yep, exactly. I thought Kelda would be the hard one, because it almost seems like it's dwarf related based on the name. It's like dwarf or goblin, you can tell, because those are both kind of silly machinery craftsman type races, so it definitely seems like it would be one of them. Alright, let's move on to the next question here. How many rats does your cat have to catch to earn a cat training medal? Bonus points, again, if you knew that this item even existed. But it is a medal that you can get from Gertrude after your cat catches a certain number of rats. I actually got one of these back in original pre-EOC. Because I thought it was cool fashionscape. And I don't know why I put myself through that for like an amulet that you can barely see. It's a very obscure item. I would want to know how many of these actually exist in the game. That would be an interesting data point to know. Because you have to go so far out of your way to get it, and it's so obscure and it does nothing for you. Did it for the drip. Yeah. Like to wear that medal while fishing for fashionscape. That's pretty good, actually. That's fair. It is not that many if you boost with stews. The hell rats do count as well. Did it for the vine. Oh my god, 2012 wants your reference back, Shaman. Please send it back so I can find it when I hit 2012. Yeah, actually, I think not only did I do this for the medal because I wanted to, I also did it with a kitten for like the first 3 hours or whatever. I basically got a kitten and was like, I'm going to kill 100 rats. And in 3 hours, I think I only killed like 20 rats. It was horrible. And then I got the amulet and I put it in my bank and I never used it again. I literally thought it would be the coolest thing in the world. I was like, look at this really thing. Oh, I did drop the answer. Whoops. Thanks for calling that out. It's close enough to the end, and everyone got their vote in anyway, so we can call it. I did spoil it. Yeah, the answer is 100. It's 100 rats, which is, you know, it's a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. It takes a good number of hours, and you only have like 3 hours to do it with a cat. Sorry for dropping the spoiler there. Gotta be more careful when I'm storytelling. Wily Cat gang. Yeah, having Wily Cat helps a lot, but, you know, God forbid, I didn't know how to get one back then. Curtis, this was question number 6. Let's see here. Let me complete it real quick. This was question number 7 out of 25. So let's go ahead and keep moving so that we're not stuck here all night. I think this is the last of the volunteer questions from Logout. Yeah, it is. So if you're in the stream Logout, thank you very much for the volunteer questions. This question is, what is an enchanted topaz ring called? Is it a ring of faith, an inoculation ring, a ring of forging, or Euphrates' aid? Yeah, and if anyone's ever interested in contributing to trivia, I do it once a month on the last Thursday of the month. You can just drop me questions in Discord, and I'll probably use them. I haven't gotten a bad suggestion yet, so you can just DM me them directly. And then, of course, obviously, if you give me a lot of questions, you won't be eligible to win that trivia. But, I mean, so far it hasn't been an issue either. Most I got, I think Killer gave me like 12 or 13 one night. Just writing down these answers here. I just realized I started crossing some of my 5s and then I didn't cross other 5s very weirdly, making my own system horrible on me. Yeah, it was over half of one night, Killer. That was very much appreciated. Very kind. Hey, Rage Giant. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for joining us for some trivia. Ironically, need the answer right now. It is a useful item. It actually kind of breaks some old content. It's actually so nice. It's like very niche, but it's very, very nice. It breaks some old content though. Definitely seems like we have a pretty good consensus on what it could be though. Yeah, we've had 3 different people four different people provide trivia. Which has been great, because this is only the 3rd or 4th trivia night. Killer actually helped me with a lot of the first ones. Or not Killer, Killer helped me with the second ones. Nick at Night helped me with a lot of the first ones. I'm not saying there's a misspelling as a lorehound, I'm offended. Yeah, misspellings are bound to happen, unfortunately. I am horrible at spelling. So the enchanted topaz ring is indeed called Euphrates' aid. It gives you the ability to damage vampires in the, you know, the Mort Meyer game where you escort people across. Okay, so I just banked in the wrong bank again. This is muscle memory screwing me over. The vampires in the Trouble Traveling game or whatever it's called. Normally you can only damage them with silver weaponry, but you can damage them with any weapon if you have this ring equipped. So it like basically allows you to go through a fight where you basically have to use a silver sickle and use a whip. So it's like incredibly broken. Ring of Forging, of course, is just, yeah, temple trekking, thank you. Ring of Forging is just a ruby ring. Everyone knows what it does. Inoculation ring, I actually pulled data from an inoculation bracelet, which is a red topaz bracelet that helps you against disease. And then the Ring of Faith is actually pulled from the Necklace of Faith, which is, I think, a jade necklace. So, no, not Nick at Night Boom Beach Clan of Clan YouTube. Nick at Night, my friend who streams D&D on Twitch. Calvary? Calvary. I love it. All right, next question. Okay, so now we're on to my own questions. The rest of them will be my questions from here on out. Okay, who is Van Liga Gastrofet? Gastrofet. Who is Van Liga Gastrofet? Is it an owner of the pub in Canifis, the owner of a restaurant on Yatizo, a citizen of Lunar Isle, or a ghost in Port Phasmades? That is Van Liga Gastrofet. Van Liga, these nuts. I love it. That's amazing, Curtis. That's actually so great. You deserve some cheers for that. I love it. Alright, I'm going to write down some of these answers before I lose track of them. My paper's not long enough, so I'm going to have to, like, put a paper on my paper. It's weird. I did not do this well. Alright, catching up on some of these answers here. There we go. Okay. Can't pass up on a slam dunk like that. I didn't even think of that when I was writing these questions, honestly. Man, I don't know how that didn't occur to me. I don't know why YouTube just doesn't work for me very well. Even in Firefox, it's only sort of working. It's so annoying. Probably just a Mac thing. It's only when I'm streaming, unfortunately. Definitely a little bit of a split vote on this one. I like it. I like the questions that result in a split vote, because that means that I did a pretty good job making the question. Because if it's too hard, everyone might pile onto the wrong answer. If it's too easy, everyone will just pile onto the right answer. And if it's just right, you'll have a lot of people who know and a lot of people who don't. Oh, I can definitely see how these are hard for you as a RS3 player is on. But the cool thing is a lot of these actually still do exist in RS3. Like this NPC does exist in RS3 still. So... no worries, Michael. Appreciate you hanging out on the stream anyway. It's definitely fully optional. You don't have to participate. You can also hang out. Okay, so the correct answer was that she is the owner of a restaurant on Yatizo. She runs the food shop that often gets botted to hell because it sells food for pretty cheap that can be sold on the Grand Exchange. So if you've ever done, if you paid attention during Fremenic Isles, you'll know that you have to tax her for her windows. Yep. All right, next question. What does the tribal weapon salesman sell? Weapon poison, javelins and thrown axes, spears and machetes, or daggers and swords? There's an NPC called the Tribal Weapon Salesman. What does he sell? Her beard is majestic. You don't tax her because she doesn't have a beard, right? I thought anyway. Oh, there's... it seemed like there was a consensus at first, but then there was some splitting off going on. This one's pretty tough, it seems like. Yeah. You're welcome to check your answers afterwards. Just not before, obviously. And also, can anyone tell me where the travel weapon salesman sells from? He's not somewhere you would expect. Temple treks where you have 0 encounters are nice. But I don't temple trek that often. Another champion has joined me in game here. Got a, Rune G Ghost Speak Amulet. Classic get up. It's great. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That does give it away CMS. He actually operates out of the... Yep, Curtis got it. He operates out of the Ranging Guild. Which probably gives it away. It gives away a little bit too much info. But I think everyone has voted already anyway, so it's okay. And yeah, he does sell javelins and thrown axes. And he was added along with the Ranging Guild's initial release. And just to sell those 2 items. So it's pretty interesting. Definitely see why a lot of people would think spears and machetes, though, because those align more with Karamja. Well done, everyone, though. Let's jump right into the next question. Keep this going. This one was relevant to me recently. After the Legends quest, what is the purpose of the Book of Binding? Yep, he does seem like he's out of Taibo Iwane, Noah. I totally see that. So in the Legends quest, there's an item you get called the Book of Binding. After the quest, what is it good for? So in the quest, you obviously use it to unbind the demon monster from the guy in the quest. I don't know any of these names, and this is not helpful. But after the quest, it still has a use. I was actually doing a lot of research about Legends Quest recently, thinking about what it's going to be like when Time Traveler hits it, because I want to explore all of the niche and horribly outdated content that comes with it. And this is no exception for sure. Ooh, we had a split happen. That's super interesting. I like it. Writing down these answers here. Definitely was a split that happened. So it was a little hard to keep up with here. The Legends quest in general is filled with such weird stuff. Did it become more relevant in RS3? Okay, good to point that out, Noah. This is specific to OSRS, obviously. I don't know if you've ever watched, Mr. No Sleep's got a video where he breaks those barrels in the Legends quest for like 10 hours. They are incredibly weird. They give you a bunch of really weird items. I think the idea was they were supposed to function as like a supply drop, but they spawn so many NPCs. There's no way you would profit on food and supplies by breaking them. It's like they had this idea, you know how like a lot of games have like dungeons that have breakable containers that give you loot? They wanted to do that for RuneScape, but they said, let's make it spawn a monster half the time. So you could literally fill that room with NPCs by breaking those barrels. Because they don't despawn for a while, I don't think. Alright, the correct answer is actually A. They do enchant vials to make holy water. So you can enchant a vial, fill it with water from the special spring in the jungle, and then you can get holy water, which is a weapon that you can throw on demons. It's very weak, and it takes forever to make, so no one uses it, but it's a thing. Definitely see how a lot of people would think it could be exchanged for magic XP, though. I did pull that from the Shades of Morton, where you can turn that Herblore book in for a tiny bit of Herblore experience. Yeah, holy water is useful against tormented demons in RS3, that's right. It is significantly buffed and has a niche in RS3, but it's not useful in OSRS. I think it's as strong as like a Rune Throne Knife or something, which is obviously not very strong considering the work it takes to get. And they're one use only, you can't get them back. They do stack at least shamans, so you could make a bunch. But they're extremely useless. I guess they're technically the only ranged Demon Bane weapon that we have so far. Something. All right. Next question. I need to find where I was. Okay. What unique weapon is created during Devious Minds? Is it a broadsword? Is it a rapier? Is it a repeating crossbow? Or is it a bow sword? Didn't even know holy water existed. Absolutely. That one is, yep, that is a very niche item. I'm excited to explore when we get there on Time Traveler for sure. Okay. It seems like there is a very quick consensus forming here, unsurprisingly. I love it. I can't even keep up with it. And I have to bank. Perfect timing. Seems like everyone is in very strong consensus here. It is, it definitely is a pretty memorable quest if you've done it, though. And also, it's very weird because it has no impact on the lore of old school RuneScape. Like, it's never revisited, even though it's kind of like a standout thing. And I believe, I want to say it also doesn't have any follow-up in RS3, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Maybe one of the RS3 experts in chat could enlighten us better than I can. But I'm pretty sure it's just like a dead-end lore-wise thing. A bunch of stuff happens and then it's never followed up on, even though it's implied that you're going to work with the White Knights at the end to discover who did the crimes in the quest. It literally, yeah, Curtis says it doesn't. Yeah, it's very weird. RS3 has very few loose ends, but that's one of them. Yeah, the mod who left right after, who made it. But that's also was the case for like Desert Treasure. I guess Desert Treasure doesn't have a specific follow-up, but the lore is actually explored more in other things, so I don't know. Oh yeah, Spooky Fashionscape. If you post your scary outfit in the Discord in the Stream Events tab, the link to the Discord is down below in the description. You have a chance to win 1 mil coins from Killer. Yeah, DT is followed in RS3 pretty deep. That makes sense. Devious Minds, not so much. Okay, yep, everyone got this question right. It is the bow sword. It's a weapon that you cannot use and is never revisited, and it's probably horribly impractical to actually use. I don't even understand why it's a thing, but they thought it was cool. Also, even if you thought about it mechanically, like even if your character could shoot a bow and also use it as a melee weapon, it would be probably more niche than is useful. Like, it is very strange. A very strange idea mechanically. Probably why it was never followed up on. Okay, I actually need to take a quick break. I will be right back. Just need to grab the bathroom. Alright, thank you all for waiting. I am, yeah, I grabbed the whole bathroom and I brought it into my room, so now I never have to leave the stream again. I will never leave. William says I want a bull sword. I would probably take one too. I just don't think mechanically it would be very interesting. The sword gun in FF8 was cool. I mean, I think someone made one of those and it turned out to unsurprisingly be impossible to aim. But I mean, it's cool in practice. It is a fantasy game, so why not, right? Okay, next question. Which of these NPCs does not drop a bone for Reg and Bone Man 2? So specifically only Reg and Bone Man 2, not 1. And then one of these NPCs does not drop a bone. Is it a fire giant? Is it a ghoul? Is it a cockatrice? Or is it a mogre? Which one could it be? It would be pretty cool, William. Not gonna lie. I mean, it could have a niche use if it was strong enough. There's something to argue about, like, shooting an NPC to aggro it to you and then being able to melee it when it gets close. And not have to do the actual action of swapping a bow to your armor. Or your melee weapon when they get close, you know? I guess there's something cool to say there. In practice, though, I don't think anyone would really use it. It doesn't take that long to run to NPCs in this game. Just logging some points here, as always. Feel like I need to say it anyway, in case you thought I disappeared. Strong consensus forming here as well. Make it shoot swords. That would be great. Maybe 2 special attacks? Ah, that would be a cool idea, depending on the range of your opponent. Oh, that's a really loud plane. The window is closed. Sorry if you heard that. I definitely think there's been some proposed special attacks depending on the position of your opponent, but I don't think they've been very successful yet. Like, none has passed the poll process, or even made it to the poll process. I think, oops, sorry, that was loud. I think generally speaking, RuneScape players don't really like the idea of, like, movement-based special attacks or abilities. Like, the D-Spear is already hated enough as it is, and it only moves you 1 tile. It's just like, that's like more of a MOBA thing, and I think people are kind of turned off by the idea. RuneScape's kind of unique that it doesn't really have any like roots, or it has a couple stuns, but again, they're hated. Oh, never mind, it has freaking Ice Barrage, never mind. We have Ice Barrage and Snare, so we have some binds. But we don't have any attacks that are like, depending on where your opponent is, it does something else. I think that was what I was getting at before I made an idiot out of myself. They are hated, so... Gosh, I need to stop dropping this pen. I need to put it down. Okay. The correct answer was indeed Cockatrice. It does not drop a bone for Reg and Bone Man 2. The Slayer monster that does is the Basilisk. And the other monsters are just any of the list of monsters that drop them. The Basilisk does. Mogres are also technically a one that are Slayer monster too, but the highest level one is the Basilisk. They don't want combat to evolve. You know what old school RuneScape needs, guys? I think it needs, combat's getting a little stale. I think we need to evolve it. Okay, enough of that before everyone dislikes the stream and leaves. Alright, next question. Who is Migor? Is it a zombie surgeon? Is it a dragonkin? Is it the Abyssal Sire's real name? Or is it an ancient hero? Careful there, yeah. Yeah, D-Spear... Oh, I didn't know D-Spear was useful for Barrow's Combat Achievement. That makes sense, though. That's pretty nifty. It's good it has a niche, I guess. But it's the interaction with it in the wilderness is just unpleasant for people. So I totally understand. I mean, they did fix some of the problems with it, so like it's not as notable anymore. But it definitely is not a fun mechanic, I don't think. It's useless if you just use it on your own, but it's not... It's overpowered if you use it in a group. Yeah, pretty much it. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Hope you're doing pretty good. We're just doing some trivia. If you'd like to join in, just go ahead and do vote A, B, C, or D, like the people in chat are. And you can submit your answer that way. Unfortunately, because we're like over halfway done with the game, you won't be able to compete for the prizes because you've missed half the questions, but you can still join in. No worries. Hey, Z Hairpain, good to see you. Hope you're doing pretty good. Hope work went well. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Artie Night Thieving Spot. What do you mean Artie Night Thieving Spot, Killer? Did I miss something? The days when S was a really good moneymaker? I don't even know if it was ever really a good moneymaker, honestly. It just probably seemed good because that's all we knew, but I think it was only ever like 150k an hour. I guess it was enough to get a rune set in an hour, so that probably seemed like enough. I don't even have a character that would accept rewards. Gotcha. Noah. No worries, though. Oh, that's right. D-Spirit Artie Night into the house. Bingo. You're right, Killer. Yeah, it has some niche uses. It's good. I just wish it wasn't so broken in large PvP settings. Runest 200 to 35 GP each. Gosh, mining Runest and free-to-play must have been like 50k an hour max, if even that. Gosh. Yes, SCI, there's some small cash prizes that we're giving away at the end of the stream for the top 3 places. That's why I'm keeping your scores locally on my desk here. It was a quick bake is free to play. It was a really easy, non-complex loop, so it definitely stood out a lot to us. Alright, so the correct answer there was that Migor is actually a zombie surgeon. He shows up in the Great Brain Robbery quest, in which you fight the barrel anchor guy. I just did this quest, so that's why I made this question. It's a very weird NPC. It doesn't really match any other race in the game. It's kind of strange, but I guess he can operate on zombies, so... The S-Bug, where if you mine a bronze pick, use it faster? I don't remember that, Eric. But I do know of the, you can tick manipulate essence and mine it twice as fast, because you mine 2 at once. That's the one I remember. I mean, I didn't know that as a kid, but I know that now. Because everyone does everything to this game to the max. Next question. In which quest do you battle the inadequacy? Is it Between a Rock, Dream Mentor, Monkey Madness 2, or Curse of the Empty Lord? I'll have to look into that, Eric. That seems really interesting. Migor is huge in RS3? That makes sense, yeah. I know there's more pirate quests that continue on after Great Brain Robbery. It's been a long time since I did them, though. Ooh, lots of votes coming in quick here. Need to write these down before I lose track of them. So many. All right, catching up. Killer, you typoed your first entry, so you're disqualified for this question. Just kidding, you're not actually. Lots of votes. I like it. Thanks to everyone who's participating in the game, by the way. It's so much fun. Quest point keep 3 times in OSRS. Wow. That is actually a lot. I haven't had it once, but I'm finally getting close. I'm macro efficient. I will scavenge the Oxy ranks. I can add a lower rank. There's no one there right now. I'm a gnome child. I'm the lowest rank in the thing. Oh, that's so funny to me. I'm a baby in my own clan. I got demoted to gnome child. My goodness. That's actually so funny. I like how you were just quietly demoting me in the background every time I did something stupid. Oh gosh. 2 on irons. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. Gnome Child should be highest rank. Maybe it should. Maybe it should. The unofficial quest point gave in this mode. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, that is absolutely fair. Eric, no, this is my group Ironman. I don't actually have a group Ironman. This is on my time traveler account. So this account is currently stuck to March 2002. It's just a generic Ironman, but I'm limited to content that's released in that month until I complete that month, basically. And then I get to move on to the next month and do it all over again, and I drop my damn pen again. If it was every time, I'd have to kick you by now. That's fair. Get kicked from my own clan. My gosh. Oh, man. Okay, so the answer to the question is Dream Mentor. So yeah, pretty much everyone got that one correct, unsurprisingly. The inaccuracy being a very iconic enemy. Okay, next one. Here's one for you who know history of OSRS players and not necessarily the game lore. Who is the first person to all 200 mil skills, that being 4.6 billion experience, in OSRS? So not in RS3, only in OSRS. Is it Zezima? Is it God Tormentor? Is it Autumn Elegy? Or is it Lynx Titan? Sears Bank would be better PDF, but I don't have it unlocked. It's actually not released until after RuneScape 2 comes out. I actually learned about this recently, so I was using it for a while. And unfortunately it, you know, I had to correct that basically. So I have to walk all the way to Catherby to bank these. And also this is the closest place to a bank that I think that use actually exists, because most of the use in the games don't exist in RuneScape Classic. So there you have it. It sucks. All right, let me get some of these answers down here. Looks like we had a couple people correct their votes, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Definitely seems like there is a very strong consensus here as well. What happens if you get to content that came out in 2002 but was revised in like 2020? I basically allow it, Super Jacob, unless for some reason the content got changed in a way that I would have to like change the way I play, basically. Like for example, Rogue's outfit is actually released in 2007, so I could get the Rogue's outfit and start getting double loot way before it was buffed. But for example, that's a good one to call out because basically no one wore that outfit for thieving. It gave you no buff at all to thieving, so I'm not going to go out of my way to wear it while thieving. However, Graceful is an outfit that I'm going to be wearing while I'm running around constantly anyway, so I will be wearing that, and that was buffed to have a run restore regeneration rate later on. So I will get to be able to take advantage of that, if that makes sense. Those are the two clearest examples I've come up with. Basically, like, if it's what I was going to do anyway, I have no choice. That's what I was going to do. But if it's something that I have to go out of my way and change my methods for, then I'm not going to. I remember the days when you could just fish for lobbies or swordfish just to kill lesser demons in the random... Yep, yeah, absolutely. Stay stocked up on all your combat equipment so you can kill those guys for some of their drops. Those classic old school, or like actual RuneScape 2. Autumn Elegy was old school. He might have played RuneScape 3 as well. I'm not exactly sure. But he was one of the earlier maxers in old school. He probably played RS3 as well, though. I'm not too familiar on the RuneScape 3 big people. All right, so the correct answer was indeed Lynx Titan. Everyone got it right. So Lynx Titan was the first person to max 200 mil skills. God Tormentor, I think, was like 20 or maybe 12 or something. Autumn Elegy never did, though he is a very big name in the efficiency community. And then Zezima never actually maxed on OSRS, only in RS3. Zezima got the first 200 mil in a secret skill. Yep, that's correct. Do you remember the combat gear outfit? It was basically just like rune plate legs. Actually, I think I have it stored here. Oh no, I haven't set this up on this account. That's the transmog I use for video making. But basically, rune plate legs, rune plate body, leather boots, ice gloves, dragon long, and rune full helm, and power amulet. Soon to be upgraded to a glory amulet anyway. So, are we going to be soloing KQ with the Garbo gear for the dragon chain? Absolutely. Probably going to have to flinch it Limport style though. I'm not above taking those kinds of weird knowledge-based exceptions. Like, no one knew how to flinch KQ back then. But I'll take it because that might be the only way I get to kill KQ at all. So I'll take it. Started with RS3, which makes me a pariah. Yeah, that is kind of strange. That is an outlier. Limport looks like hell. Yeah, right. Oh, man. I just realized, like, most people would be done with KQ. He got the best in slot items from it. And he's at like 400 kills, and they'll never get faster. But he still has to potentially kill another 4,500 or more if he goes dry. Yeah, I'm not going for pets. Pets, this isn't a pet hunter account. But he's doing extreme everything. Magic combat gear, what saves like 20-25% combat rune save? I mean, if it's changed, I'll use it, Eric. Like, if a battle staff is changed to do that, I'll use it. Another example is, like, battle staffs are recently buffed to give a slightly higher magic accuracy. Battle staves and mystic battle staves. And I'm going to use them because in RuneScape Classic, if you're going to use a staff, you were going to use a mystic battle staff, because in RuneScape Classic, when you were actually fighting something within melee distance, you were constantly hitting it with melee, even if you were casting spells. So you might as well. So that's a good example. He gets sad watching his streams. He'll be there for years. Absolutely. Well, and also every time he streams, not every time, but a lot of the times he streams, there's been assholes that have been crashing him, which is just terrible. Okay, let's get on to the next question before we go too long talking about Limport. Freaking love that guy, though. Okay, next question. Which of these food items exists in OSRS? So 3 of these do not exist, and 1 actually does. Is it the roasted mushroom, the sourdough bread, the chili con carne, or the cherry pie? Rot crashed him once? Jeez. That's horrible. That's just terrible. Some people just are not. Like, they're so unkind. Like, they have all the power in that situation. There's nothing Limport can do but stop streaming. There's literally nothing he could do. It's just punching down. It's not funny. Sorry, I gotta log these votes. There's so many. That's great, though. Love it. I eventually need to think of a better way to track these scores, because these games are getting a little too big for me to do it manually. I think at some point we might move into some sort of third-party app that you need to go into. Like, I know there's some pop quiz apps out there, so. So many answers. Love it. What's a Limport? He's a content creator that's doing a one chunk at a time account, if you're familiar with that. But he's doing it in a very extreme way. Most people who do one chunk at a time accounts basically take excessive grinding exceptions. He's taking absolutely none. So he has to fully complete every chunk. Okay, I think I have all the votes. He'll have to do jar. Well, he's doing jar at KQ right now. As it is. You absolutely have to be so dedicated. He spent 9 months doing 99 defense and 99 woodcutting in the starting Lumberge chunk. Because there's those 2 skill cape tutors there. If he ever gets the Kern Castle series ends, yep. He's going to have to take an exception on the Jar of Darkness. There's no way around it. I trust the frog. Good to see you in chat tonight. Appreciate the love. Okay, so it seems like pretty much everyone got it right. A couple stragglers, but chili con carne is the only item on that list that exists in OSRS. Use it to create potatoes, strangely enough. You don't usually eat it on its own. I need to step away for a minute again. I will be right back. Oh, the music stopped, of course. Sorry about that. I have a sick child, and he is not feeling super great. But let's get back to it. Let's get these questions wrapped up. Give everyone a minute to jump back in, I guess. There you go. I didn't see someone dancing here. Doom Rat. Good to see you. All right. Once you gather to falling like he has, having an undetermined end goal is insane. Lymph work could very well be grinding KQ for the next year plus. Yeah, exactly. It is pretty hard to follow for sure. But I feel like once you're on board, it's not too bad. Like once you watch all the videos, the hard part is going to be like, he might go months without a video and then you might forget. That's going to be the hard part. I'm really interested to see how he does it. Because right now he was able to release a couple videos every time he got a major upgrade from KQ. But obviously he's done getting upgrades from KQ with the exception of the Dragon Spear and Dragon Stones, which are also extremely rare. You might never see one of those, so be interesting to see what happens. Okay, next question. Thanks for your patience, everyone. We have about 8 left or so. Which of these statements is incorrect? Wearing hunter gear, that would be Larupia, Polar Keybit, etc., increases catch chance for the matching environment. A higher magic level improves your magic defense. At certain levels, your chop chance for dense jungle goes down instead of up, that being the Taiboiwane cleanup minigame jungle. Or D, it's possible to stack someone out from max boosted HP, that being 121 in one tick. So one of these statements is false, the other ones are true. One of these is a lie, the other 3 are truth. Which is it's pretty interesting. I definitely learned a little bit with this question, trying to find good false or good truths. Writing down some of these answers here. Sorry, catching up here. A lot of votes. Love it. Absolutely love it. Thanks everyone for playing trivia tonight, of course. If you are joining late, unfortunately, well, at this point, you won't be able to qualify for one of the prizes, as the people who have been playing from the beginning have a lot more correct answers, unfortunately. But you're still welcome to participate, of course. This one actually kind of blew my mind when I learned it the first time. Prizes, smizes. Appreciate that, Trust the Frog. I definitely, I don't know a way to make it better so that late joiners can have an equal chance. I don't think there's a way, unfortunately. Who cares about a prize? It's trivia. That's how I feel too, Sean. I just think the prize makes it a little bit more fun too. Especially for the people who are here from the beginning. 11 totems use no Scotizo pet. Kisi, no. Wow. Jeez, sorry, Velmora. Isn't it like a 1 in 36 from Scotizo too? Okay, so the misconception there was actually the wearing hunter gear one. This is actually something that I still thought well into like 2015, 2016 until it was finally confirmed. And certainly way back in the day, like 2008, everyone would wear the hunter gear when going hunting. It did absolutely nothing. I see a couple people voted for it's possible to stack someone out for max boosted HP, 121. It's actually incredibly easy if you get really good RNG. You can hit them with a ballista for about a 50, and then do 2 Gmal specs for like 48, I think, each if you're in max strength. So you can easily hit about 130, 140 in one tick if you time it all right and get really good experience, or really good RNG. It's very, like, it's almost impossible to actually do in practice, but it's possible. It is literally possible to die in this game without ever doing anything. 165. Okay, so you have a little bit of ways to go to the drop rate there, Volmora, but not quite. Bloody helmets. Darox doesn't hit up to 121 on players, Arizona, as far as I know. Maybe in Castle Wars with a Castle Wars bracelet, but I think you need like Salve Element or something to get that high. I think it can hit up to 90-ish or so against a player. Okay, next question. Which of these, I'm sorry, what are stripy feathers used for? Are they for brewing hunter potions? Are they for catching rainbow fish? Are they for crafting cosmetic clothes? Or are they for trading for regular feathers at a rate of 1 stripy feather to 5 regular feathers? Since you're nearing into Classic RuneScape on time before, does that mean that at some point you'll need to be scammed by an armor trooper to continue? That would actually be a funny skit, Trust the Frog. But as an Ironman, I can't really trade someone. So, I mean, that would be a funny skit, though. I might do that. You can add 2 Gmal specs to do anything you can think of in one tick. Yeah, absolutely. The other option is magic. You can hit like a 45 or something with Fire Surge. And then do 2 Gmal specs as well to get up to the 120 damage. But the Ballista's got a little higher max hit. Okay, let me get some of these answers down here. Killer. Just noting down some answers here. It's actually kind of funny. I definitely went for these a lot when Hunter first came out. Like, I thought they were the coolest thing in the world, these stripy feathers. I was like, oh my gosh, these are gonna be the coolest things ever. I know exactly what I'm going to use them for. And it turns out that it was one of these 4 things. You can include a lure into the wildy there too. Yeah, that'd be funny. I could get lured into the wildy. I just can't trade someone. Just hop over that ditch over there and all that GP is yours. Yeah, sounds great. I'll just run behind the tree and telegrab it. There you go. Hopping over the ditch with those stripy feathers. Great. Love it. Definitely a little bit of a consensus here. Actually, a very large consensus, except for one straggler. But you were all correct. It was actually catching rainbow fish. It's a very niche food item that you can get in rivers if you catch with stripy feathers. I think it heals like 13 or something, so it's supposed to be like a small buff to fly fishing, but the catch rate goes way down, so the experience is worse. No one actually does it. It's a very weird item for sure. Very weird. Wasn't sure if that was a thing earlier. Saw 300k loot sitting there with a level 3. Looted and left. Wow, interesting. Ah, gotcha. Alright, next question. Which of these random events is discontinued? Is it the Beekeeper, the Maze, the Abyssal Network, aka the Lost and Found, or the Gravedigger? Gravedigger. Gravedigger, what? If you're watching earlier in the stream, you will know one of these is not discontinued because I got it at the very beginning of the stream. I did not pick a paper that was large enough to actually track all these scores. I am going off my paper and it's very obnoxious. So for those who are unfamiliar too, random events used to be mandatory, and they were mandatory for all of RS2 and not most of OSRS. I think they were mandatory in OSRS until like 2015. It was extremely irritating. Basically, like once or twice an hour, you would just get completely pulled away from what you were doing and into some random event, most of which gave you very little benefit, at least from our main account. However, for those of us who played back in the day, it's very iconic. They were originally designed to stop bots, but they didn't do anything, or they didn't actually do that well anymore. You can telegrab over the ditch, Shaman, but most of the lures will put the cache behind a tree that you cannot. So you have to jump the ditch, and then you think you can get an angle on it, but you can't, so your character runs out into the wilderness and gets tagged by an ice barrage. That's how they used to get you back in the day anyway. Terrified of the events like Evil Chicken. Yeah, me too. Especially when you see like people dying constantly to them in crowded places because they're just AFK. That was incredibly classic. Bank everything, then drop parties in the will. You can only be profit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, if you knew the right places to look for clan war schedules back in the day, you can make a good profit by looting off clan wars. Especially the free-to-play ones just ruin everywhere. You could easily make $1 million in 30 minutes. It's good money back in the day. Alright, so the correct answer is actually C, the Abyssal Network. The other ones still exist in the game, though they are optional, as are all. Good job, everyone. Alright, next question. We have 4 questions left. So we're getting down to the wire here. What is a mollusk? What is a mollusk? Yeah, I'm saying that right. Mollusk. Is it a Slayer monster found in Dorgish Khan? Is it a monster found in the woods outside of Relica? Is it a fish that can be cooked and heals 18 HP? Or is it a boss in the chambers of Zarek? Are all of these wrong? I'm pretty sure not. Unless I seriously messed up. You'll have to let me know after the question. I don't think I did, though. It's possible, though. I'm not putting it past me to do something like that, because I have done that before. I have 100% done that before. We've had to disqualify questions in the past. Basically just give everyone a point. That's how it works out. That music restarted. That's so weird. I don't know what is going on with my computer. So annoying. Yeah, I think for next month's trivia stream, I'm going to look into a methodology of doing the scorekeeping automatically. Hopefully we can find some kind of method to do that that's not too invasive. I know there's some like websites you go to basically, so it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. First Gargy Boy task and got the key for the Slayer boss at just 50 KC. That's nice. Get to finish the task then at the Gargoyle boss? Yeah, Gargoyle boss. Couldn't think of the name. Yeah, they did give them a nice buff. They used to be pretty dead content before, but now they're used more. Example, they're used more now that you can kill them faster. Gosh, I can't talk anymore. All right. Yep, everyone was basically correct here. The correct answer was it's a Slayer monster found in Dorgish Khan. Lumbee Swamp Caves. So technically, so Killer pinged me and he said it's from the Lumbee Swamp Caves, but it's actually in the Dorgish Khan South Dungeon where the Agility course is. I don't think they exist in the Lumbee Caves at all. But I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. But at the very minimum, they at least exist in both. It's like a low-level Slayer monster that no one kills because it's got pretty crap loot. You have to like go, not to mention you have to do a lot of quests to actually unlock it. The drops are garbage anyway. No one does it. All right, next one. Which of these monsters cannot be found in the Catacombs of Korend? So 3 can be found, 1 cannot. Which is the odd one out? Is it the mutated Bloodveld, the possessed pickaxe, the zombie, or the steel dragon? You might have an easier time with this question if you have watched Verf's Stream 1 Chuck Ironman, which is basically just Korend Catacombs locked. Taking down some notes here. Done too much Slayer? Yeah. I feel like all of us have done a Molinist task at one point in our lives when we didn't know what we were doing with Slayer. I definitely did it like 5 years ago on RS3. I had a brief RS3 Ironman I was working on for a little while. And I got that task a lot because I was doing Slayer at a really low level for some reason because I had no idea what I was doing. And it's like, it's a really annoying task because you actually have to go poke them off the walls, basically. Kind of like you have to do with, I don't know what the equivalent is in OSRS anyway, but it's so annoying because they're not aggressive at all. You're addicted to locked watching Iron accounts. They're so much fun, honestly. It's the natural next step of progression for RuneScape content, honestly. Main progress series have been done a million times over. And there's just endless possibilities of restricted accounts that are so fun. Yeah, everyone loves watching Ironman so they can relax and watch others suffer. That is a good point. Wall Beast is awful too. Yep, absolutely. That one might be even worse because you have to run halfway across the dungeon for every kill, unless you hop between kills. That's actually really funny that you mentioned that, Crazy Jake, because there's been a lot of people talking about how having a group Ironman series where every account is region locked to a separate region would be really cool. And I think that would be pretty cool too. So you say different rooms, but I say, you know, different regions of the map. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, Caveman Only was one of the pioneers too, Rage Giant. That's so strange to me that that series, like, came so early on. Like, it was pre-Swampletics. It was, like, almost a little bit after Ironman came out, I think. It was one of the first area locked accounts, and it had a very specific region. It was very interesting. Maybe someone will revisit that one day. All right. Yep, pretty much everyone got it right. It was the zombie. The zombie is the only one who does not exist in the Korend Catacombs on that list. There's a ton of monsters down there, though. So many. All right, next one. Which of these is a bodyguard of Commander Ziliana? Is it Ranulf de Vere, Sergeant Steelwill, Belfrog Kriath, or Growler? So if you've done some God Wars recently, you might have an idea. I think I put a few too many easy questions at the end because it seems like most of these have had a pretty clear consensus. And this one is no exception. It's always the Christmas song. It always is. And then the music starts over. It's so weird. I don't know why it does this to me. 2 krill kills at a time. Sometimes that's all you need, though. I mean, you got a Arma chain body, didn't you? That's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't complain. A lot of consensus on this one. No surprise. This does kind of expose some of the weirdness in the naming convention of different NPCs in the God Wars dungeon, though. When you think about it. God Wars is also a really popular piece of content, so I'm sure a lot of people recognize it. Also, by the way, if anyone is interested in winning a potential extra mill, in the Discord linked below in the description, Killer is running a Spooktober costume event where if you post your best fashionscape for Halloween in the clan events tab in the Discord, you will have a shot at winning 1 mil. We still only have 2 entries there, so you have a pretty good chance of winning if you join. Just need to take a screenshot and post it there. Okay. The correct answer was indeed Growler. I'm surprised no one went for Balfrog, because that almost seems more Saradomini-y to me. Or Ranulph Devere, which is like a skeleton from Legends Quest. I just threw it in there. Pretty good, though. Okay, this is the last question, actually. We made it. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Which of these items does not have a gilded version? So 3 do, 1 does not. Which is the odd one out? Is it the spade, the battle axe, the 2H sword, or the chain body? Which of these items does not have a gilded version? I.e. the version you would get from like high-level clues. Ooh, I like the split answers coming in here. It's pretty great. And a consensus is forming. There's always a brief like wave sometimes, and then we get a consensus forming. Everyone knows about the golden spade. Maybe it doesn't exist. You never know. Oh no, Shaman, I think you're one of the top scorers. If you want to stick around for a little while, this is the last question. Otherwise, I'll just pass it down to the next best position. I feel like Gilded was like the ultimate flex back in the day too, because it was one of the rarest items from Clues. In that brief window between Clues being released and Third Age being released from Clues. And I think a full Gilded set was like over 10 mil. It was super, super rare and a super huge flex. The spade is a lie. Yeah. Oh, you're an Ironman. Okay, gotcha. Maybe at some point we'll have to do a bond giveaway for these. It's just, it's unfortunately like a one bond is a lot. You can't give someone a part of a bond. But we might do it one day. Hey, Samuel Evans, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. We are just wrapping up trivia, unfortunately. But glad to see you join the stream. Humble helmet. Yeah. All right. So a little bit of a split here. So I'm glad there was at least one question that was a little bit challenging. But the correct answer was indeed Battle Axe. There is no Gilded Battle Axe for some reason. There are so many Gilded items, but no Battle Axe. It's strange. At some point we'll probably get one. Someone had a bad day, just ran into Death's Domain. All right. Yeah. So I'm planning on doing trivia every last Thursday of the month, Samuel. Unless I'm busy otherwise, and I might be busy. I'm definitely going to be busy next month, so have a look for it earlier in the month. But it's always on Thursdays, starting at 8:15 CST. We usually kick off the game around 8:45 CST. But I'll be streaming from 8:15. So have a look out for that. Next month I am busy. At the end of the month. So I'll be doing it a week early, probably. No plans for Wiki Games tonight, I don't think. I'm just going to tally up the score here, and then we'll probably wind this stream down. Give out the prizes to those who have earned them. But we should definitely do Wiki Games again soon. That was really fun. Definitely would love to do that again. Okay, so I'm going to probably be quiet for a little while here as I tally up these points, because there's a lot to count. And then we'll have to see who is number one. And also, if you have a strong dispute with my total that I give, let me know, and we can work it out. I think it's pretty much just going to be, I'll take your word for it, though. This is fully the honor system anyway. And some of these people dropped early and joined late, so their scores are not reflective of their actual performance. Just the fact that they didn't have access to all the questions. Oh, oh man, I stole points. Whoops. Actually, okay. I forgot I ran out of room on my paper here. Okay. Wow, might be a big three-way tie. Okay. Let me see. Did I win? If not, I dispute. Yeah. Maybe you can set it on Discord, say they win a bond after they kill an FGP. Huh, not a bad idea. We could do something like that. Especially for the Ironman. Okay, just ordering the positions now. The places. And almost there. Yeah, we have a huge tie. So this money might get split a lot of ways. Wow, this is the biggest tie. Okay, huge tie going on here. Okay, so number one was, unsurprisingly, Shaman with 21 correct answers out of 25. And unfortunately, he had to leave early, or they had to leave early, rather. So they will be bumped off. So then the new second person, who becomes the new first person, is it is, let me make sure I have your name right here, SCI 13. Is that the right name? Yeah, SEI 13 with 20 out of 25. Third place is Curtis with 18 out of 25. And then there's a 5-way tie for fourth place between Killer, Charles, I'm saying some of these names wrong, I'm sure. Let me grab this name. Arzarian, CMS Kroon, CMS. Oh man, names are so hard for me. I don't see you in chat. Where are you? Well, it was CMS something. Not anyone else had that name. And then Rage Giant for the 5-way tie. Azarian. Azarian. Yeah, that makes sense. That's I put way too much. That was way too hard for me to say. Okay, I'm gonna go to the GE on Camera Cuda, and we can collect our. You can collect your prize money if you would like it. Shaman already was not able to claim, so that means that we have SCI able to claim the 2 mil, then Curtis able to claim the 1 mil, and then there's 500k that could get split 5 ways, or as many people who actually want to come to the GE and claim it. Just waiting for my other rune light to boot up. And I can log in, and then we'll be good to go. Should have had this ready to go. Super Jacob, you got, according to my calculations, oh god, my notes are so bad. I got 7 for you, but you joined really late, so I don't know how many questions you had a shot at. For sure. I appreciate the love there, the Azarian. Blah. Wait, you were here since the start, Super Jacob? Sorry, jeez. That was an unintended insult. I might have not logged you. Oh, you had 19. I logged you on 2 different lines. Good catch. So you were actually 3rd place. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Yep, you had 19 out of 25. I logged you on 2 different lines, for sure. Okay, what the heck? This is not supposed to be this way. There we go. Okay. Let me grab the prize money. Hey, Curtis, thanks for joining the RuneScape Classic tier. Appreciate that. Ah, that's super cool. Here's the mine bombs, by the way. I hope the, does the alert come up? Oh, and it didn't work, did it? Okay, I have to fix this. Yeah, you got the brew. That's awesome. Okay, you know what? This probably broke just like the poll window did. Let me fix this real quick and I'll replay your alert for you. It totally did. I think they reset all these because of that data breach. We'll replay it real quick. Oh, why is it not working? I'm so sorry. I don't know why this isn't working for you. There we go. Yeah, it didn't play the music. Oh well. There you go. Curtis has become my time traveler. Appreciate the love there, joining joining the group, the crew, the RuneScape Classic tier. And yeah, this is where I was going to make my pitch anyway, so perfect timing there, Curtis. Appreciate the love. As you can see here... Okay, that's just stuck now. What the heck? Well, okay. I don't know what went on with that. But anyway, as you can see here, another member of the group, Killer, is also joined the channel. He went for one of the higher tiers, higher than RuneScape Classic. The second tier and up, you can actually label a tile in my game that will show up in every single video I make if I pass that tile in game. And also, you'll get the emotes in chat, of course, and the brew by your name. It's pretty good. And also, it helps me a lot to make better videos. So, appreciate the love there. I am in world 491. If the winners would like to collect their money. We already had 2 turned down, so Jacob, Super Jacob, you are the first place winner if you want to come trade me. Thanks, Killer, for showing off those emotes there. Now, Mortal, you have technically second place now, but we'll see if Super Jacob would like to claim his first place prize of 2 mil. And also, if anyone would like a invite to the clan in game, this is a good time for that as well, because I can give you an invite while I'm in here. Everyone's an Ironman. Okay. Great. Okay, Curtis. Curtis, are you immortal in game? You're immortal in game, right? Thought so. Okay, cool. There you go, my friend. Third place prize promoted to... Actually, technically fourth place prize promoted to first place. Okay, I have to turn off this chat. It's horrible. Eric, if no one else wants to claim their prize money, you may as well. Though, unfortunately, you joined late, so you only had a couple points. It's the unfortunate part about hosting trivia is if you're not there from the beginning, you can't, it's hard to... Yeah, SCI turned it down, Curtis. They're an Ironman already. Give Immortal my prize money? Okay. I think that's technically only an extra 100k, though. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, wait, hold on. Because... Yeah. Are you turning it down too? I think SCI turned it down, right? Am I wrong? Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry, SCI. Great. Okay, awesome. Thanks for being honest there, Curtis. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so then SCI did claim it. So then, Curtis, you get second place plus Killer's money. Should have ran. There we go. We figured it out. Thank you for the help. Can't even keep my own dang prize money straight. All right, there we go. Okay, so then we have Charles. I'm gonna mispronounce your name again. Azarian, CMS, and Rage Giant all tied for the third place prize. So you all have 100k waiting for you. If you don't want it, I will give it to Eric. Pretty much what it is. Nice armor there, might have a trim it for you. Yeah. I think I have Entity Hider on. There's no chat about people's names. I don't. I don't know why. Sometimes I don't see chat above people's names. It's weird. We're in 491. Trainee J, I will come to you, and then I will come back to 491. Oh god, there's so many people here. That's World 301. There we go. Trainee, who are you in YouTube? What is your screen name on YouTube? Ah, perfect. Whoops, that's the wrong person. There we go. All right, there we go. Awesome. And then I'm going back to 491. You're welcome, Rage. Thanks for playing. Sorry, I have trouble keeping names straight. Gosh, such an awkward turtle am I. So basically that means we have Charles, Zainin, and CMS that still have prize money waiting. 100k for each. Oh yeah, I'm wearing garbage right now on this account. I was in the middle of like 7 different things. So I'm literally just wearing graceful. I think it's because I had to go to Entrana recently. That's why. That pet is literally so sick. I love it. Oh, it's so good. Normally I rock the fire cape on this account, so. We got the line forming here. It's great. I have no fashionscape going on right now. Also, I should say last call for the costume contest in the Discord. Linked down below. Killer is offering a mill to the best costume for Halloween there. All it takes is 2 kills. Just get the drop, right? That's all you need. Just get the drop. My one and only pet at 20 KC. I don't think I can see who is in chat on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Oh, only some people show, though. Yeah, judging by this, it looks like those 3 aren't here anymore. And if they do show up later, I will get them their 100k. So, Eric, it is all yours. It doesn't look like the other 3 prize winners are in chat. Hey, Ivana, good to see you. Your name is pretty stark. I'll say that. Welcome to the stream. We're just wrapping up trivia. I should probably update the title. I think you mean 100k. You already paid off Immortal for me? Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to bail on it due to lack of participation. It's totally up to you. Or just give Immortal. Okay, I should probably get the dang banner, huh? I should probably participate. Let's get the Vexillium. There we go. Hey, Ramsey, it's good to see you. I appreciate the greetings from Indonesia. Hope everything's going well over there. That is the other side of the world from me, for sure. Is Eric? Eric, are you still coming? Let me know if that's still the case. Yeah, if anyone needs an invite to the clan. Oh, that is so sick, actually. That is so cool. I love it. The Vexilliums look so good, honestly. I love it. They did a really good job with these. Oh, Eric, what's your username in game? Are you... Oh, the guy with the same name. There you go. Awesome. Thanks for playing, buddy. If the other ones who won are still in chat, let me know. Then I can still give them to him. Yeah, I'm the most observant person in the world. I'm great at running these events. Still woodcutting on Time Traveler, by the way. I also realized it shows your name 3 times now, Curtis, for the activity stream. Gosh, what did I do? I broke everything. I fixed that, though, at least. There we go. That works. All right. We have quite the line here. I love it. Trust the Frog, Michael, me, Immortal, and Eric Chang here. It's great. It doesn't suck. I wouldn't say that. You got some nice unlocks on you there. That's pretty great. I appreciate the love there, Trust the Frog. Yeah, it's always really fun. It's a fun time. I love doing it. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better organized next week. I don't have any pets on this account. Unfortunately. I have a cat, I guess. Except for out of order beavers. Yeah. I could go on time before. But then I'd have to go to the G, and the G doesn't exist. Oh, damn. That sucks, Eric. Sorry to hear it. I mean, it seems like you got some pretty good stats anyway, so that's good. Yeah. That's great to hear. That's the way to approach it. Time for a rebuild. Alright, everyone. I appreciate you all joining for the stream tonight. But this is where I will leave you until next week. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to look out for the next Time Traveler Ironman video dropping tomorrow. And then I have a bonus video coming out on Monday as well, so take a look for that. It's basically just a highlight video from a previous stream, so if you missed that, you'll have a chance to catch up on that there. So the area still exists, can't interact with. That's fair. There used to be like a big forest here, basically, so I could go here. Appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. And I'll look forward to the next one. Next month's trivia will be a week early, so look on the 3rd Thursday of November. Maybe. It might be the 2nd. You might just need to check the Discord. Join the Discord, link below. Thanks, everyone.